Hi, my name is Taru Carter, and this is a video for our exam one for our CS 232 course. This is a C++ program where we are tasked to calculate the speed in miles per hour based on the distance traveled. So I'm going to scroll so you make sure you can see the end of my code. And starting off, we have our function prototypes here. We have a function up here that we're going to call CalcSpeed of type double. And we have two parameters in here, distance par and time par, both of type double. Um, Moving on down to the main part of our program, we have our declarations section, which we have our distance and time, which we're going to get from the user, both of type double. We have our get user input and generate output section, which we're going to ask the user questions to obtain the distance and the time. And then we're going to throw that into our calc speed function, giving them the distance and the time, which is going to put that into our function, which I have defined down here at the bottom, where it's going to take the distance par parameter and the time par parameter and return the distance par divided by the time par, which will give us our miles per hour based on the distance traveled. Let me go ahead and run the program really quickly. So we're going to run the program and going to say that our car rate calculator enter the distance traveled in miles. So we're going to put 60 in here, press enter. And it's going to say enter the time it took to travel this distance in hours. We're going to say 1 hour's time, press enter. It's going to read back your vehicle was traveling 60 miles per hour. Okay, let's go close this out. And we are going to stop the program at line 17. And I'm also going to stop it at line 27. And we're going to run the program one more time. So we're going to run the program and immediately it stops. So basically, over here in our autos menu, we have our distance. Right now it has some random variable, which is just some random memory location that it starts off with. Also, our time variable has some random memory destination as well. And then we're going to step into the next portion of our program, and we're going to enter our value, and we're going to put in 75.5. So that's going to receive the double. Then we're going to move back over here to our program. Now our distance variable has been set by the user as 75.5. And our time also still has not been declared or is still showing the memory location. And we're going to step into the next part of the program. And it's going to read that statement. Next part is going to input the second part. So we're going to enter the time it took to travel this distance in hours. And we're going to put 2.25 in this one. Press enter. Come on back over here to the program. So now our distance has 75.5 and our time variable has 2.25. I'm going to step over to the next part of it. And now we have jumped down here to our function. Now, our distance par and our time par both have random numbers generated at this time. So once we step over to the next, and it now places the distance and time which we sent to the function to set our distance par as our distance and our time par as our time parameter. And it is now going to do the calculation for us. Now that we have stepped over, now it is saying that our calc speed will return 33.5555 as a type double. Stepping over, and that's basically the end of the program. I'm just going to click continue so we can see our outcome. I'm going to pull up the outcome window, and there we have it. Heart rate calculator, enter the distance traveled in miles, 75.5, entered by the user. Enter the time it took to travel this distance in hours, 2.25. Your vehicle was traveling 33.5556 miles per hour. Thank you for watching.